Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Andrea Risa, and I'm here representing the venture Movolo. With Movolo, we want to basically change the way we all travel. And we're going to do it introducing a concept that is the travel door-to-door. So before I explain in more details what this means, I'm going to introduce you to my team. And you can read on the slides what we've been doing in our past and our experience. But I would like you to remember three things about us. So the first is that this is a truly international team. We've been living, the four of us, on over 12 countries. We are currently living in 3 different countries, Italy, Germany, and Latvia. And we understand, we have a good experience of cross-cultural issues and communications. The second important thing I would like you to remember is that we are all professionals. We are successful in the jobs that in the jobs we've been performing, and we are not here looking for a job because we've been made redundant or things like this. We are here because we have a common passion, and the passion is the third thing I would like you to remember. So we have great passion for traveling, and this is the real reason why we are here. And I appreciate very much what Mr. Carnevale said before, because that's exactly the reason why we started this venture. We've been traveling, the four of us, across more than 200 countries, and we were still frustrated that to arrange a trip, to plan a trip, to purchase the ticket was still difficult. Even if Volagratis did a great job, and we still consider them our greatest benchmark in the industry, we humbly believe that something better even could be done, and that's the reason why we are here. And I hope I share this frustration that we had with many of you in planning your trips. So, what do we do with Movolo? Basically, we want to allow people to save time and money when planning their trips. Fairly easy. And the way we do this is to allow you to plan your trips door to door. We believe that traveling is not traveling from airport A to airport B, like most of the travel search engines would ask you to input in their fields. We believe that traveling is from the location where you are to the location you want to reach, and hopefully back. And to do this, basically we ask simple information. We ask the place, the address, the small village, the city or the country where you're living, and the small village, place, address, country where you want to go. Simple like this. Any of these would do. We calculate all possible combinations among means of transportations available. We return to you a set of available itineraries from which you can choose. And we allow you to purchase all necessary tickets whenever possible, or from us with one single click, or from your selected travel agent, or directly from the suppliers. I hope this is clear enough. If not, I have a small video that will explain you in practice how this is working. this is an example of the results that we find for this kind of itinerary. So, can we move on? So, how large is this market? I mean, you see the numbers, the market is large enough, and the most interesting thing is that regardless of, pandemic, swine flu, and 9/11s, and crashes that still happen every now and then, the travel market is still growing. And in some region of the world, faster, and some others slower, but it's still very much growing. Next one is one of my favorite slides, if I only manage to, yes. Okay, here I'm going to spend some time because you see listed on the left side what we consider as our competitor in this industry, in the online travel. It's worldwide, but with some focus to Italy, of course, as well. And in our first meetings with investors, we've been asked the question, why you want to enter a market that is already crowded with big players and that have a lot of money and a lot of marketing spend? You're going to need a lot of money to make this happen. Fair enough. Yes, good question. But we still believe that in this huge market, we can still differentiate ourselves, such as introducing the door-to-door concept. And secondly, we can select a niche on which to market our services. And the niche we selected, due to the fact that the door-to-door is particularly convenient and bring benefits to the people who are living away and farther from large airports. So if you are a person living in Trapani and you want to travel to Riga or Liverpool, it's going to be very difficult with the current tools to find a proper travel solution. And the same thing if you look at somebody living in Birmingham who decides to go to spend a vacation in Acireale. I invite you to try to search on the existing tools for this kind of solution. You'll find it extremely difficult. So we want to simplify it and make it easier and faster for everybody. What we are looking for, we are raising €1 million that we're going to invest in completing the team, in completing the product, and test and bring the product to the market. You see on the right our revenue growth expectations. I hope the curve is steep enough. Otherwise, next time I'm going to make it steeper. I believe it's still less steep than what Vola Gratis did in the first days. So, and we expect that the most important thing for you as an investor also to know is that we expect to break even so to have a positive cash flow actually within 18 months from start. So this concludes my presentation, and I invite all of you to download our free mobile application that we have available at the address mobile.movolo.com, and I'm sure you're going to find it useful next time you're stranded in an airport. You need to find the next connection, the way you can reach your next destination. Thank you, and I'm open for questions.
All right, thank you. It's time for questions. 5 minutes.
One question on the financials, because it seems to me there is a difference from what you presented in your slides and what we have here. It looks like here you have, in the papers, we have 350,000 revenue for 2009. Which one is the right one? Are you already making revenue, or? So the revenue will start generating from the moment we raise the funds to complete our product and so on. So therefore, the information you have in the paper has been currently postponed due to the ongoing fundraising process.
Let me understand what is your competitive advantage right now comparing to, like, for example, Vola Gratis. You have a proprietary technology, you can base your advantage, and how can you describe more on this access to databases? So what is really different that you have that you can bring to the market?
Sure. So from the technological point of view, we created a proprietary database that is built up combining information sources from different sources available both on the market and some others that we build up ourselves. So It's not the technology, how the database is built, by these sources of the data that you acquire, the way these sources are processed and put and created into a database, and how the way the database is managed. So that is a technological competitive advantage we believe we have, yes. Well, as you know, everything can be replicated in the internet world. As we said before, we believe it's more a question of time to market with an original idea and how this idea is perceived and accepted from the users. But you know, the same thing can be applied basically to any other internet venture. As said before, everything can be copied, and it's a matter of execution. And we believe with the right funding, we can execute this fast and successfully.
More questions?
Have you estimated the cost for having all this detailed data from small local cities to get to the main airports? And if yes, for which countries do you reckon you will have the data with this first €1 million?
Yes, so our focus countries are the ones where there is the highest number of small airports. Those in Europe are Italy, Spain, and actually Norway for some reasons, because they have so many islands and difficult places to reach. Although our focus area is going to be Italy and Spain, so we're going to focus on these countries first.
How much is going to cost?
I got it.
Yes. So on the cost side, I mean, there is different ways in which you acquire this information. So, I mean, from a technical point of view, it's going to be on the via API that technically has a zero cost, and some other guys is just a replication of information. So we have a plan for that, and I would be happy to discuss that offline.
Okay, if we don't have more questions here from the first rows, I would go for the audience.
Okay. You aim to provide information concerning destination from all over the world, but what about the costs to provide this information? For example, I think it should be difficult to give information concerning Trapani or Palermo or small villages all over Italy. I can imagine all over the world. So.
Yeah, in fact, as I said, we have some geographical focus area where we want to start with and be good in those areas. And once we're good in that, we move into the next country. So it's a phased approach. We are not going to start immediately from the world. Worldwide, we will be able to provide information to the airport, but then little by little, we're going to add additional. Like Mr. Carnevale said, I mean, we believe that adding value to the end user is going to be in the long-term winning proposition here. So whenever we can monetize the information we're going to give to the end user, well, of course, we're going to try it, and we're going to do it. So by commissions, wherever they are given. But if that is not possible, then we're going to just provide information for free, because we believe this is going to be, you know, the best retention tool for our customers. It's going to minimize the lifetime value and maximize the lifetime value and of all our user base.
All right.